Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, and if you're new here, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. If you are new, I talk about true crimes. I'm only uploading on Mondays and Friday. On every month I will be talking about just one whole case. In the month of September, I'm going to be talking about serial killers, and on Fridays I will keep doing the same thing, talking about missing children. That's what I'm going to be doing today. I actually checked today. I usually don't check how much subscribers I have, just because I don't like doing that. I tend to not to. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't know. I don't know why I don't keep up with it. But I did find out that I have like 33 subscribers, so thank you. I want to be able to get to 100 by the end of the year, so help me get there, guys. So let's get started today. Today's video is gonna be kind of little. I don't think it's gonna be that long. We're gonna be talking about Kimberly Alyssa Keene. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with today's video. And let me see if I could find okay, so yeah, I think it's gonna be a short video, but that's fine. I just still want to. So let's talk about her. So she went missing on the 16th of 1979. She was from Michigan. Female, white. Her date of birth is 10th of 21st of 1966, and if she's alive today, she would be 55 years old. She went missing at the age of 12. Her height and weight is 5'5", 105 pounds. Her clothing was a blue sweater and Levi jeans. Caucasian female, blonde hair, blue eyes. Kimberly's nickname is Kim. She had a gap between her upper front teeth and her upper sensor and bag shaped. So, details of her disappearance. So, Kimberly spent the night of September 15th of 1979 at a friend's residence across the street from her grandparents' home in Warren, Michigan. At 11 p.m., she called her sister and said she had sneaked out of her friend's home and was calling from an outdoor phone booth not far away. Her sister told her to go back inside. Kimberly never returned to her friend's home, however, and has never been heard from again. Authorities are certain what payphone Kimberly was calling her sister from. She said it was a short walk from her grandparents' home, but one witness said he saw her using the phone several miles away. Her case was originally classified as a possible runaway. There are few clues at Kimberly's whereabouts, but her case is now classified as non-family abduction with probable foul play involving her disappearance. Investigators learned that Kimberly may have traveled to Grand Rapids, Michigan after her disappearance, but the leads did not pan out. Although one of Kimberly's sisters has run away from home several times, and Kimberly herself was known to occasionally stay out until late at night, she does not have a history of runaway behavior, and authorities no longer believe she let off her own accord. Authorities theorized that Kimberly may have been a victim of serial killer of children in Oakland County, Michigan. The killer named the babysitter because he bathed and fed the children prior to their death. It is believed to be responsible for the abduction and homicide of 2 boys and 2 girls around Keene age in 1976 and 1979. The children were all held captive for several days before being slain. No one has ever been charged in connection with any of the murders. If Kimberly was a victim of the killer, her case is atypical. In the other cases, the victims' bodies were left out in plain view by roadways and were found fairly quickly, but Kimberly remains have never been located. David Morgan was considered a suspect in the case for many years. He was employed in Warren at the time of Kimberly's 1979 disappearance and lived just 2 streets away from an accident near Resco, Wyoming in 1981. After his death, jewelry allegedly belonging to several of his Oklahoma County children victims were found among his belongings. He was never charged in connection with any of Kimberly's disappearance or any of the murders, however. Norbert's body was exhumed in September of 1999, and his DNA was compared to single-strand of undefined hair discovered in the final murder. Victim Timothy King, no relation to Kimberly, in November 2002. Authorities announced that Norge's DNA did not match the hair found on Timothy, but that they were not ruling him out entirely as a suspect. He fits the serial killer profile very well, and there are circumstantial evidence linking him to the murders. Investigators still think he may have been involved in Kimberly's disappearance, abduction, if not the murder. Oklahoma County serial killer has never been defined, but one male victim family sued a suspect, Ted Lamborghini, for his wrongful death in 2007. It's not clear whether Kimberly was victim of the same person who killed the others. In 2018, authorities announced Arthur Ream was a possible suspect in Kimberly case, and in the disappearance of Cynthia Kuhn, Ken Laurer, Nadia Older, and Kelly Brolney. A photo of Ream is posted with this case summary. He was convicted of sexual assault in the 1970s, and in 1986 murdered Cynthia Sequilla, a 13-year-old girl who was dating his son. He was convicted of her murder, and afterwards in 2008 he led authority to her body, which was buried in a shallow grave 30 miles from Delta, Michigan. While in prison, Ream reportedly told cellmates he was a serial killer with 4 to 6 victims. In May 2018, police began digging at the same property where Cynthia had been buried, expecting to find the bodies of other missing girls there. No human remains were located, however, and the digging stopped after a week. Kimberly's grandmother died in 1995. Prior to her death, she purchased a cemetery plot for her granddaughter. Kimberly's 2 sisters still hope she may be located, and her case remains unsolved. If you have any information, you are urged to call the Warren Police Department, and I will put the number at the bottom of the description. And that is the case of Kimberly, who was like to be called Kim. And if she's out there, I hope she sees that, and I hope she gets, the family gets some type of closure. If y'all know anything, please do call the police, the Warren Police Department. I will leave the number at the bottom. I will see you on Monday with the whole new case.